In this video, we take you to Jacksonville, Florida, on the Atlantic coast, where we visit an awesome city-run park with camping spots carved out of the jungle.
And we pass along some tips on how RVers can manage their health care, sharing one of the things that we do.
So come on along as we visit Jacksonville, Florida.
One of the problems that many RVers have when they travel full-time, or if they're on the road most of the year like we are, is your health care when you're on the road. And that is one of the reasons why we are on the way to Jacksonville, Florida.
Why Jacksonville? Because that's where one of the Mayo Clinics are. There are 3 different locations, one in Minnesota, one in Arizona, and one in Florida. So they're spaced out in such a way that it's convenient when you're traveling all over the states, that they're easy to get to. They have your records. They can diagnose situations, things that you might have, and then direct you where to go to get the help that you need.
So we have doctors, you know, in Michigan, we have doctors in Florida, but the Mayo guys are like our coordinating doctors, and wherever we go, they can talk among each other depending on which clinic we visit. And it doesn't really cost that much more than just regular health care, you know, in a regular hospital. So besides being, you know, one of the top hospitals in the world in every survey year after year, the Mayo Clinic is just a great place for us to have all of our health care coordinated. And another side benefit of that is we get to visit different places and hang out. For example, Jacksonville, Florida, where we're going right now. We get to see some new things in Jacksonville.
We're going to go explore the beach in a very unique city park in Jacksonville. Come on along.
This is our camping destination, Jacksonville's Catherine Abbey Hanna Park, which offers some 260 private camping spots looped around a small bird-covered lake on one end and the Atlantic Ocean on the other. This is our spot, nestled in what looks like a Florida jungle beneath a towering canopy of trees. After dark and a dinner in the RV, we couldn't help but notice a lot of noise outside.
You know, I think you're going to have to take Bo outside and let him figure out what all those noises are. I think they're tree frogs or something. He's scared. He was trying to get under the table to hide. You want Daddy to take you out? Figure out what's out there? What's out there,
He is
Bo?
scared. Look at his ears going back.
You're very scared. There's strange noises going on out there.
You mean I have to give up my dessert, finishing up dinner?
Well, I'm sure you're not going to give up your dessert, but go see. Go take Bo out there. Go see.
My dessert's all gone. All right, nobody's going to believe this ruckus. Let me go out. I'm going to leave him here for a minute.
All right.
Okay, it's going to get real dark and you're not going to be able to see me, but I'm going to just step outside here and I'll just be quiet. I think these are tree frogs. Both stay. You're going to get scared. All right, going outside. Holy cow, they are noisy. Can you hear this? Listen. I have no idea what that is. Bo doesn't like it. You can hear him barking. Holy mackerel. What a ruckus. Quiet. They won't be quiet. Oh well. Let's go back in. Man, oh man. Hey Bo, what are you thinking of that, huh?
Bo is not a country dog. He's very concerned. That just isn't right. Bo says he's a city boy.
I mean, it is really noisy.
I know.
Couple of things to note. One, the time of year you visit. This is a great park, by the way. Lots of things to do. Beach and lakes and fishing. and hiking, lots of trails. Now we're visiting in mid-June, and that is not really a good time to visit almost any state park in Florida that has a lot of trees like this. Beautiful trees, but it's like the jungle. And in the summertime in Florida, this time of year, it is humid. It is really humid. You could just about drench your shirt after you take a little bit of a hike. Now, fortunately, the sun is behind a light cloud cover today, but if that sun was out, it would be baking. And another thing, beautiful, right? The foliage, jungle, right? That's all good. But what comes with that, besides alligators? There are a bunch of those around here, by the way, too. What comes with that? Snakes? Yeah, there are snakes as well, but we haven't seen any of them. We did hear an alligator right behind the campsite. But what comes with that you can't get rid of? There. Those things. Mosquitoes. This place is really buggy. So my suggestion is avoid June, July, August. I mean, this is Florida, right? Try and visit this park in the winter time, in the spring, or in the fall. You'll be much happier. You'll leave a lot more of your blood inside of you, and the humidity won't be quite such a problem.
Bugs and hot weather aside, the trees are beautiful, and the campground is very quiet and relaxing. Each site has a fire ring, picnic table, electricity, and sewer hookups. But with so much humidity and the bugs in the campground, we decided to head to the beach. It's a bit too far for a hike, so we unplugged and drove the RV over.
Now, if you drive your RV to the beach here at Hanna Park, you want to look for oversized parking. And they have a whole bunch of it right off the side of the road. And then it's just a short walk to the water, the Atlantic. Let's go. I found a better place to park. We drove in. They've got lots of spots right here. And the beach access is right here. Jen and the dog are on the boardwalk right now.
This is actually so nice that you get to take your dog here. Oh, pretty. You're a lucky dog. There are a number of access points to get to the ocean, and a lot of them have these beautiful boardwalks. Very easy, very convenient to get to the water.
Now, a little while ago on our hike, I talked to you about how humid it was. But all you have to do is come down here to the beach, and there's a breeze. It's still humid, but that breeze is really nice and cooling. And I don't think we can overstate how unusual this is to have such a beautiful beach and for you to be able to take your dogs. Now, you got to keep your dogs on a leash, although right out at the water, it looks to me like everybody lets their dogs run just a little bit. But to walk your dog, to hang out, to sit in the sand. Hanna Park's looking a lot better to us now that we found the beach.
This is such a beautiful place to come, and you can bring your dogs. I saw people riding their bikes on the beach. This is just lovely. Very, very nice as far as you can see. People, and they also have roped off areas where turtles are nesting, so we got to keep those turtles safe. Michael, why don't you come sit with me? This is such a pleasant place.
Wow, you're right. It's pretty nice. Boy, the sky is so beautiful.
It is. Even though those are gray clouds, it's beautiful.
Hanna Park is not a county park, it's not a state park. It is a city park owned by the city of Jacksonville. And besides those great campsites that we showed you, it has 1.5 miles of undeveloped beach that you can use. Just a beautiful, beautiful beach with sand dunes and sea oats and fresh air and a cooling breeze off the Atlantic. It is one of the nicest parks we visited anywhere.
Our stay at Hanna Park was truly the highlight of our trip to Jacksonville. But like I said earlier, our reason for coming to Jacksonville was to have a health checkup at the Mayo Clinic.
And that's our top tip on how RVers can handle health care on the road. Have a centralized place that has all of your health care records, whether a national hospital system like Mayo or an affiliation of local hospitals. Having your records centralized can make your health care much more accessible and accurate.
Mayo in Jacksonville has made it really easy for RVers. They have a lot of parking spots where you can pull in your rig, nice big long parking spots. You can't spend the night here, but in between appointments, if you need a place to go, you can come out to your RV, which is really nice. And they say about 75% of the people that they see here are from out of state. So this is a nice thing to have. Good to have your RV so you have your home on wheels. Hey, let's go, Bo.
Ah, you ask, what did we do with Bo while we were at Mayo? Well, he went to Camp Bow Wow.
He's such a big boy, he's got his lunch.
Camp Bow Wow is a national chain of doggy daycare centers. Bo loves it, and while we were getting our health checkups, we could even watch him play with the other pooches on our smartphone through a webcam. We've used Camp Bow Wow all over the country. Now, both Jen and I are patients at the Mayo Clinic, and all of our tests, prescriptions, physical exams, treatment plans, everything is coordinated. So no matter which of their hospitals or clinics that we would visit in different parts of the country, all of our records are there, all of our doctors are talking to each other, and we can call all of them up anytime we want with electronic records. It's just like being at home. But there's one more tip to share, sort of a self-maintenance one that is important to all of us and one that you can put into play on your very next RV trip. Basically, that one is take care of yourself and slow down.
Part of this healing process and taking care of yourself is making time to just look around at the beauty of God's creation, soak it in, enjoy it, make sure that you do that. Even your pets love it. They need that time to just chill and relax and be still. The RV lifestyle makes it possible to take you to so many beautiful places just like this. Find your own piece of paradise and chill. That'll keep you healthy longer than anything else. We enjoyed our adventure in Jacksonville, particularly staying at that great city park. And we have some tips that we want to share with you on how to stay healthy when you're on the road. My personal tip is the thing I have the most trouble with. Mike has trouble with, Bo doesn't have trouble with it. But drinking enough water, not drinking a glass and then drinking a glass, but sipping water throughout the day and making sure you consume a lot of water.
It's surprising you get dehydrated driving a lot in an RV. Well, that's one of a bunch of tips that we wrote a special blog post about. And we wrote that post to accompany this video. Just go to rvlifestyle.com. That's our RV Lifestyle travel blog. If you've never been there, this is your chance. But here's a direct link to that, and we'll put it in the description, that special article we wrote on tips on how to maintain your health and take care of your health while you're on the road a lot. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you give it a thumbs up? Would you please subscribe to the RV Lifestyle channel here on YouTube? And while you're at it, click that little bell icon. When you do that, then you'll be notified when new video is online. We're Mike and Jen. Thanks so much for watching.
Happy trails.